My friends, how about a round of applause for all these proud...
Hi, I'm Rex Moore with the Motley Fool in front of BMW's self-driving exhibit at CES.
Brothers, here we go.
Hello everybody. Tonight I want to tell you about sorry y'all. Tonight I want to tell you about a native vlogger that is out there on YouTube. Indian country is full of really talented people, and we've been focusing on and showcasing them on PowWows.com. Tonight I want to show you one that is on YouTube as a vlogger. So thanks everybody for being here, and it's going to be a great show. Thanks. All right, I'm Paul Gowder with PowWows.com, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Please share the stream. That's great. So this is our show for April 30th, 2020, and I hope you and your family are staying safe and staying well out there. So I go live every Thursday at 9 o'clock. I hope you'll come back and see us. If you're watching this on replay, great. That's awesome. We do go live every Thursday night, so hope you can join us then. Again, I want to tell you all about Raven Morgan. Like I said, we've been featuring last week we had Joanne Shenandoah on here, who's a Grammy Award winner, Native American Music Award winner, a huge talent, and does concerts and everything. But we also want to showcase folks that you may not have heard of, or maybe only online. Our native YouTubers, our Instagrammers, those on TikTok. Thank you for sharing the stream. We want to focus and showcase them. So tonight I've got Raven Morgan. She is a powwow vlogger, and she takes you with her to powwows. I mean, she takes you and she's dancing, participating and contesting, and takes you along on the journey with her. Of course, now while she's been at home, she's doing other content. Like the other day, she even went in her closet and showed you all her dresses. Really cool stuff. But first, I want to ask all of you a question. And I see we've already got some fans of Ravens on. That is great. Thank you. Glad you're watching. So I want to ask you all the question of who you watch. You know, whether it's an Instagrammer, a TikToker. I know I'm not the only one with the Carol Baskins TikTok stuck in my head all day long, right? I mean, now I'm seeing the ones, don't say it. Carol Baskins. I'm not the only one who has that stuck, right? Or who are you watching on YouTube? It doesn't have to be powwow related. It doesn't have to be powwow or native related. Just who are you watching out there? I'd love to hear what channels you're subscribed to. Give me somebody else I can binge watch. I'll tell you some of mine that outside of the powwow world. We love watching some of the abandoned stuff. So Proper People and Bright Star Films, I think is his name. And they travel and explore all kinds of urban decay and abandoned malls and abandoned hotels. That's really cool stuff. We've actually found an abandoned building only a couple hours away. We may go visit that soon. It's open to the public. We're not going to be like these guys and like sneak into places. But we also I love the guys that do the underwater stuff where they go and do treasure hunting. Dally MD and Jigging with Jordan. Those guys are awesome. So those are some of the things that I binge all the time. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you're watching out there. All right. So I do have a few announcements to go over before we get to the interview with Raven. Got some really cool stuff. So let me see. Where do I want to start? Well, let me start here. We've got a brand new T-shirt design that we had a new artist that is working with us, Chad Yellowjohn. He just designed a cool shirt, and it's all about what's going on right now. So let me show you that. Here's his design. Let me zoom in a little bit. There's a little bit better. It's Imagine and Powwow, and kind of his idea here is, we're having to adjust and do things differently. So it's a powwow dancer with his mask on and wishing he was at a powwow. So he's kind of dreaming that in his head, and boom, he's at the powwow with all his friends and family in the drum. So, and that is his first design for us. He's already sent me another one that I hope to get up on the site tomorrow. Check out the link in the show notes, or I'll pop one up here in just a second. We do have this shirt for 15% off all of our merch right now. And besides shirts, we do, his design is available in sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts and iPhone cases and all kinds of other stuff. He's an awesome artist. Please follow him on Instagram. He does some amazing stuff. So here's the link to go get 15% off our shirts. That's the first announcement tonight. Second, don't forget, we are still giving away a Pendleton blanket. There's only 4 hours left to enter. So if you're watching this in a replay, I'm sorry, but 4 hours left to enter. Go check that out. And just for you all watching, here is a bonus code that'll get you 25 extra entries into the contest. So go check that out after you finish watching me, of course, because I know I'm just so riveting, right? No, but thank you all for being here. So the other thing I wanted to show is Toisha Brown, who is one of our writers, just released, she does this every year for us. She released her 2020 Native American Mother's Day gift guide. Guys, it's only a few days away, and shipping from Amazon and everywhere else is a little delayed right now. So please go check this out and get your orders in before you run out of time. But she's included some really cool stuff here. We got the Bison Star Natural things, which we love their products. The Sweetgrass soaps here. Let's see what else she got in here. Some really cool stuff. Bamboo products. Some things for those moms who have a little bit of a green thumb. These are really cool. For the picture frames for those that are, want to share some photos of the family. And the Glam Mom, she's got some stuff for that. Anyway, some really cool stuff. Please go check that out. The link is up above. And also want to make sure I welcome Raven Morgan is watching. So that's awesome. So she'll, make sure if you have any questions, direct those to her, and I'm sure she will answer those as we get to the interview. And then one other announcement that's up in the show notes. Our friends at Native Culture Shop have produced some face shields. Here they are. Let me see if I can get that. There we go. Produced some face shields. This is one of theirs. We do have a link up in the description to go check these out. He sent me a couple samples. That's one. Here's another one. I haven't opened this one yet. So these are great. Really stretchy. Go on. I would do that, but it's you don't want to see my Rona hair. It's pretty rough. I'm hoping that South Carolina opens up some haircuts next week. Anyways, these are awesome. Everybody needs to be wearing these right now, so check these out. So that is our announcement. So let me check out some of your comments. Thank you all for watching. We've got Jose from Mexico. Awesome. Thank you. Janie, hello. It's great. Dev says she watches. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I will go check that out after the show. Very cool. Thank you. Mary from El Paso is watching. Awesome. Janie says she watches Tanya Jo Hall. Yes, and she does a great. Her coffee time in the morning is awesome. Maintain game. Let's see. I haven't. I'll have to go check that out. Manitoba is here. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I miss not being in Winnipeg here in a couple weeks, but hopefully that's rescheduled and we'll be up there. Let's see, British Columbia, Victor, hello. George, awesome. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate everybody being here. All right. So again, I want to tell you all about sorry. Like I said, we've got so many talented people out there, and if you haven't surfed YouTube or Instagram, or that rabbit hole that can be TikTok, there are some native folks out there doing just some incredible things, whether it's like Raven doing vlogging, or there's some performers out there. Just one of my friends, Charlie Ballard, just emailed or texted me and sent me a thing. They're doing a native comedian stand-up open mic tomorrow night, I believe. I'll be putting that out on Instagram soon, so you can find that out. Oh, and Chad Yellowjohn, the designer of our new shirt, is watching. Awesome. Thanks for being here. But yeah, there's so many great people out there on social media. It has really exploded right now with tons and tons of great content. So I want to showcase one of those tonight, and that's Raven Morgan. Like I said, she is a powwow vlogger, and I just love watching her stuff because those, even the ones I can't make it to, or ones that I was at, it's cool to see it from a different perspective and to get a little behind the scenes action. So check that out in just a minute. But I do also want to thank one of our sponsors tonight. All of us in the US, if you haven't done it yet, please go right now or after the show and complete your US Census. It is super important that we all do that this year. I've said it many times here on Facebook and YouTube. In 2010, the Census Bureau themselves admit they undercounted Native people by more than 5%, more than any other demographic group. That cannot happen again. We will miss out on representation on the local, federal, and state levels. We will miss out on appropriations of billions of federal dollars. It is super important to our Native communities and to our Native people that we all fill out our census completely. And go help your friends and family and make sure everybody in your community is doing that. All right. So now, without further ado, let me get to our interview with Raven Morgan. Hello, everybody. I am so excited to have with me our great friend, PowWows.com, and you've probably seen her online on YouTube or at Pow Wows. This is Raven Morgan, a powwow vlogger. Not many of them out there, so we're super excited to have you. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. No complaints.
Awesome. And so, and how is quarantine for you?
Quarantine, I've been trying to keep busy, trying to, be productive, but I have my lazy days, so.
For sure. All right. Well, for those people out there that haven't seen your YouTube channel, tell us a little bit about yourself and how this all got started.
So I graduated from the University of Oklahoma, and I was in my last semester, and I had been watching people vlogging, and so I decided to vlog, but it kind of went from like my day-to-day life. Then I graduated, and then I've just been powwow vlogging since then. I throw in a few random videos, but most people are just like the powwow vlogs, which is cool with me.
That's cool. And so who are some of your inspirations? What other vloggers have you watched that you look up to?
So right before I decided to vlog, I watched a lot of beauty influencers do like their travel vlogs. And then actually my mom showed me Brittany Shkagizis. She was vlogging, I think like 2016, 2017. And so she was kind of like my inspiration to powwow vlog. I looked up just powwow vlogs on YouTube and came across a few others, but none of them were kind of like up to date. But she was kind of like the one that I was like, hey, like this woman in Canada is doing this, like I could do it too. So that's like when I started. That's awesome. Yeah, and there's a lot of vloggers out there in the general space, but I haven't found a whole lot on the native side, especially like you said, there's some out there that just aren't as active or keeping up to date. It's harder than people think to create content on a regular basis. Yeah. So how often are you creating videos now? Since the quarantine, I put out maybe 5 or 6 videos, which is a lot for me. Usually, I mean, like I said, I kind of have just been sticking to powwow vlogs the past, I don't know, like year and a half or something like that. So now I'm trying to, and I know that's what people like, and that's what I like. I love powwows, so I'm trying to like think of things that I can keep, I'm trying to think of things where I can keep like powwows as the topic. So it's been kind of difficult, but I've been finding ways. So I don't know.
Yeah, it is hard right now. It's without having a powwow to go to, it's hard to create that content.
Mm-hmm.
What's been your most popular video so far?
For sure, in 2017, I vlogged. Well, I vlogged as much as I could of my Miss Indian World competition and
Right.
Gathering Nations. So that's been my most popular one. I think the last time I looked, I don't know, I don't really look at the views, but I think the last time that I saw it, it was at like 20,000 views, which is a lot.
That's great.
Yes. But yeah, that's been my most popular one.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how hard it is to get views on YouTube.
It's really hard.
Facebook and YouTube count views differently, and so a view on YouTube is significantly bigger than a view on Facebook. Yeah. And how many subscribers are you at now?
I don't know. I think I think maybe 4,100 right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool. So tell some of the viewers who like aren't familiar with your channel, what are the topics you're covering when you go to powwows? What do people enjoy hearing from you?
So I try to cover a little bit of everything. So sometimes I don't always, but most of the time I try to get when I'm traveling to the powwow, because usually even if it's close down the street or even if I'm traveling states away, I try to cover something. I try to introduce my friends, whoever I'm traveling with. And then when I actually get to the powwow, it kind of varies because sometimes I get distracted at the powwow and I like forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be making a video. But I try to cover mainly the other categories. So that's like mainly what my videos consist of. I feel like I throw in some comments here and there, but usually it's whatever special's going on or whoever's dancing.
Right.
And then if something like goofy or silly happens, then I'll try to get that too. But
yeah, I think you show a side of powwows that most people aren't seeing and that aren't dancers or participants. If you're just seeing it as a spectator. So what are some of those things that you see as a dancer that people may not know about powwows? That's a tough one. What are some of the things that you look forward to besides just your competition and things like that?
I always look forward to the food. Always the food, even if it's just like cheese fries. I'm like, I can't wait to get some cheese fries. But I think just the whole social aspect of powwows, just seeing other people, maybe some that you see a lot, maybe some you don't see a lot. Even just like putting on my regalia, sometimes you're just like, ugh, I don't want to put this on right now. It's hot. I don't want to do this. But other times you're like, okay, I'm ready, like to put everything on, take pictures. But I think just mainly I look forward to the social aspect. I'm not really competitive. I love dancing, but that's not like my main focus when I go. So just mainly like seeing my friends.
Right. And that is a thing I don't know that people get, especially if you just go and watch powwows or see them online. When you talk to dancers and you say, what was the favorite part about the powwow? Very rarely you're going to hear somebody say, oh, was that one song that Northern Cree sang? It's going to be mostly, well, we were out there getting, a piece of fry bread. This happened or this happened. Yeah. It is that social aspect. It's the other parts that and we've been trying to show that on some of PowWows.com stuff, but people like you are really helping bring that to life. So that's cool. And so what powwows with this quarantine, what powwows were you looking forward to that you're not able to go to this year? What were some of the big ones you're missing?
Well, the main one that I was kind of heartbroken about, was Hinckley. So I went to Hinckley celebration for the first time last year, and that was probably, I just did a video over my top 10 powwows from last year, and that was like my number 2 powwow. And I really wanted to go back this year, but they did cancel it, and it's a casino powwow, so I understand. But that was probably the number 1, and I haven't really, besides Denver March and Gathering, I haven't really seen too many other powwows, like bigger powwows, I guess, cancel. So I'm just sadly waiting to see who does. But Denver Marching Gathering for sure. I had to kind of talk myself going into I had to talk myself into going to Denver because I was working. So I had to, carefully place my vacation days. But it did kind of suck whenever they had to cancel like super last minute.
All right, so give us a teaser now that you've mentioned your top 10. What are some of the powwows that are on that list and why?
So just from last year, like I said, Hinckley was on there. What else did I say? Mandaree, of course. That's a big one. That one's a lot of fun. There's like a lot of energy there. And then what else did I say? I can't remember. Oh, Little Shell. I went to Little Shell for the first time. And I had a really good experience there. Shakopee, that one was fun. And then for Oklahoma, the Cheyenne Arapahoes, we have Indian Nations. I was one of the head dancers there, so that was one of my favorites. And I can't remember. I think those are like my top 5.
Cool. All right. So where can people go and find your channel, or what else, besides your channel, where else can we find you online?
So I am on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. And I recently have joined TikTok.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, that's been a lot of fun, but those are my main accounts that I'm on.
Okay, and we'll put links to all those in the description of the video, so everybody can go find you. A year from now, where are you hoping? What kind of videos are you hoping to do, and where are you hoping your channel is going to go? What direction are you heading with this?
I don't know. I'm kind of freaked out because I saw Harvard study just said that we might have to social distance until 2022. So I was like, what? I don't know if I could go that long without powwows. I'm barely like making it through my day now. But probably the same thing. I mean, just hopefully some travel videos, powwow videos. I'd like to maybe do some more craft videos. Those are kind of difficult to film myself because usually I'm just chilling. Yep. I don't really feel like talking or nothing, but I know people request those a lot. And I don't know, I usually just focus on like one video at a time.
Yeah, I get it. YouTube, my wife and I, we watch a lot of different vloggers, and the content some of them put out is amazing. But you also, like one of them she follows is the Bucket List family. I don't know if you've ever watched them. But you start seeing some of their behind the scenes stuff. There's times where they have a full film crew following them around.
I wish.
Yeah, exactly. They're not your typical just vlogger. But we can all dream one day, right? Yeah. They not to get off on the subject, they actually got paid by Disney. Yeah, big fan. To stay in a different Disney resort every day for 30 days.
Wow.
And they had a film crew following around. So those were cool vlogs. Those were really, really cool. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for coming and telling us about it. And looking forward to seeing what else you'll come up with during this quarantine. Yes. Hopefully we'll all be back together soon.
I hope so.
Yeah. Talking about that, I hope we're not doing this till 2022, but I'm actually working on writing an article right now about what's going to change when we do go back to powwows. Things aren't going to be the same. There's going to be some things that have to change, and I'm getting notifications. I said this on Facebook the other day. Powwows in August are now canceling.
Yeah.
So that's really sad. I was hoping we'd be done in June, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, stay safe out there, and thanks for coming to talk to us. Yeah. Appreciate it.
You too.
All right. So that was Raven Morgan. So I do want to give you a little taste of her channel here. Let's see. Here's one of her videos. Check this out. A little piece from Denver.
So now we just got done with Grand Entry. Okay, let's zoom in on my grandpa because he's here with the Cheyenne and Arapahoes.
So that's what's going on as we're going to go sit down and take a little bit of a break. Has been excused.
All right, Grandpa. Okay, I saw my grandma at the powwow. Say hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Do you have anything you want to say?
We're having a good time. And Raven's real beautiful.
Hey.
And we'll see you when we get home.
Okay, thank you. Gotta get brother.
All right, so yeah, that's just a little taste. She, like I said, she does a great job of taking you along with her to this powwow. So also saw a lot of great comments. So thank you for all the fans out there that all your followers, Raven, are watching. So that's cool, and maybe you'll pick up a few new fans tonight. So everybody, thank you so much. Please go and check out some of our natives out there doing just this cool content online. You know, like I said, Joanne Shenandoah, she's putting out stuff. Other native artists, Darren Thompson, we've talked to before. He does flute. He's working with some artists putting out videos. And then there's all kinds of other content being created right now. So go and support them. And even, you know, some of them are asking for some monetary contributions. If you can give to them, that's awesome. I know they'll appreciate it. But if nothing else, take the time and share their content, because that will help them even more sometimes than sending them a few dollars. Get the word out and get more people watching, and I know they will appreciate it. So to wrap up, don't forget to go check out our face shields that our friends over at Native Culture Shop did. Check out the new t-shirt design. That is super cool. I'll show you that one more time. There it is. Love that design. It is really cool, and it will look, hey, it's a great Mother's Day present. We do have a Mother's Day gift guide. You can go check that out. Don't forget, you've only got a couple more hours to enter our Pendleton blanket contest. Here is your bonus code to get some extra entries. And what else is going on? I hope you all are staying safe and staying at home as much as possible. Here in South Carolina, we are beginning to open up. So we'll see how that goes. Strangely enough, I've actually got to go and get a COVID test in the morning. I'm having a procedure done on my back next week. And before I do that, I have to go get tested. So I'm a little nervous. Not that I think I'm positive or anything, but it's just weird to, you hear all these people talking about the testing and all that. And it's just weird to now it's something I have to go do. So strange, but I am thinking about all of those out there, like on the Navajo reservation, other places where they are having so many people test positive, and things are to keep them in mind, keep them in your prayers and your thoughts. And we do have something up on PowWows.com about ways you can help them and other tribes that are struggling with this. It is still hitting places really hard, even though some states like mine are starting to open up. We do need to continue to social distance and to stay at home as much as possible and help fight this thing. But I do hope we'll all be back dancing in the circle soon. Again, I'm Paul Gatter, and this is PowWows.com, and is your place to come and learn, connect, and explore, celebrate Native American culture. I'm live every Thursday at 9 o'clock here on Facebook and YouTube. I hope I'll see you again soon. Everybody stay safe, stay well. Good night.